Welcome to the Thuli the King Connection podcast. I am Thulaganyo Bitugisi Molefe, known as Thuli the King. Yes, I welcome you. Please, whenever you start liking, even if it is now, start liking, subscribe if you haven't, click the noti bell, comment as we keep going. Today I'm with a guest, and I'm not sure, I think we should start off from where we are. Where we are. Just, what's your name and who are you, and then we'll just hit it off.
Hi, my name is Ipeleng.
Yes.
Some people know me
what's your
as
surname? Hey.
My surname, Ipeleng Mokone.
Okay. Do you have something that you do? Are you a creative artist? Don't you have a pseudonym?
I'm not like creative in a sense of like creativity, but then I do deal with a lot of getting. I'm not creative. Yeah, I'm not creativity.
Okay, I hear you. Relationship status for you to the
dating.
You're dating.
In a relationship.
You're in a relationship.
With the same guy from high school.
What?
Practically married.
Hey,
practically married. It's been
Mr.
years.
Producer Part 2 or whatever is happening there.
It's been years, yeah.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. I mean, so you've been dating the same guy since high school, school sweethearts.
Grade 9.
Grade 9. How many years has that been? See, that was 2000 and what? That was
2017. No.
Yeah, I think that's 17.
Yeah.
No. You said grade 9, so it's 2016.
16 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
Does it get boring though?
It doesn't get boring. I think the boredom that comes with it is the level of comfortability to be myself around him. But then as well, we also spice up some things, do things that still we can love each other, get to know each other and still have individualism, but not to get too comfortable where I'm like, I need to move on,
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to adjust this. Come up close, let's be comfy, relax, it's all good. Yeah, just relax. This is just a place for us to just communicate, have some fun, and talk about these things. So you have been in if my math serves me correctly, in a 6-year relationship. High school sweethearts. I've never met high school sweethearts in a while, so it's wonderful. And I want to know, how did it start out?
Great, like how any other relationship starts. Things were good, fights, breakups. But then at the end of the day,
the way potholes.
Yeah, breaks,
potholes.
Yeah,
okay,
potholes.
We're gonna talk about that.
Potholes and stuff.
Potholes.
I think the
potholes. And then the journey until thus far, what happened?
I think the potholes came to about to say, okay, we've been together for so long. What else is out there? Could you be the one, or could somebody else be the one? So I was like, at the end of the day, we will come back together, but let's see if we can find other people. And it didn't work out, so we went back to each other.
Jeez, a break.
Because you cannot be in a relationship and wonder what if. Rather just say, okay, I've done it, I don't like it, I gotta go back. Because, that's where home is.
Hey, I'm excited. I don't even know where to start,
Ask any question.
I don't know, guys. If you have questions, please hit us up on the comment section there, on the comment block. So I wanna know. Okay, there's a question there at the back, Mr. Head at the back.
I have a question.
Please don't be controversial, man. Controversial.
I have a question. You said that you've never met high school sweethearts, man.
No, not never ever. I hardly meet them. Yeah,
but
I've never met them in a while.
But I believe that we are high school sweethearts. Why is it that we should define high school sweethearts
Bromance.
in the matter of a relationship and not friendships?
Because of the way it sounds. I mean, sweethearts. You can say high school. Okay, I get it. Sweetheart means we have been together.
It goes back to us. It goes back to the topic that we had of us not being able to show each other affection
as men.
So why is it that we only define a high school sweetheart in a matter of relationship and not
friendship level?
That's my question.
That's wonderful. That's
I think your question is based on.
Can I just reiterate the question, just in case they couldn't hear it? So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, why are high school sweethearts the phrase and the term only coined to relationships, romantic relationships? Why doesn't it elapse or move over to friendships as well. Like there's literally a guy who I am a primary sweetheart with. I've been friends with him for over 12 years, right? Other people have been friends with other people for over 20 years, and stuff like that. So Mr. Somebody back there is asking, why is it only that? Why is it only coined to relationships, to romantic situations? Am I correct? Mr. at the back? Did I phrase your question correct?
Yes, you did.
I think for me, taking from, I guess it's like when we say he or she is my soulmate. I have friends where they were females. She's still my soulmate. Okay. I think it's the matter of saying, the words that we choose, I think there should be a different word for different situations. Romantically, you're my sweetheart, but then if it's guys, you're my
we're not sweethearts.
It's like bromance. Bromance, I also have bromances with my female friends.
Bromance,
yes. Yeah. You can I think it's the word. I think you have to create a word and move on with it. Gotta adapt to it and stuff like that. Like how somebody says my soulmate, but then to me, my friends are my soulmates. I don't need to have a guy as my soulmate. I can have my friend as my soulmate.
That's your last question. Thank you. But I got a hit back from the same question he gave. I wanna ask, why should it be coined? Like, why should there be a phrase that defines such a thing,
I think
maybe you want to answer it.
I think it takes away from the confusion as to the level of intimacy. Because when you say sweetheart, that's sexual. But then when you can say to anyone, more guys, they're gay, or this, that. I think different words need to be used in different phrases, as we find like a lot of people find it hard to grasp around different terms. So I think having a specific word for it, it's best than to now have a common word for it. It will lead to a lot of confusion. Definitely.
It then becomes like a sort of a social construct that certain narratives are going to certain people.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this thing we call bromance, which is brotherly love, if you can call it that, or friend, males having a tight bond,
True.
brotherly romance. And as you are saying, when such a thing happens, those guys, they probably are gay and stuff like that. What's happening? Why are the constructs? Does it seem like every time when we see certain patterns, when we see a guy and a girl, and they are not dating, but they're always together, they're laughing, they're together, they close the door, they go inside closed doors, but let's say they're not doing anything, they're not kissing, they're not smashing. However, people will say you guys are smashing.
I think it's a social norm to say if a guy and a girl, they're dating. It is very taboo for a guy and a girl to be friends. Because like this has to they cannot be in a platonic relationship. A guy will still want pussy at the end of the day. Or the girl cannot control herself because she'll be physically or emotionally bounded to the guy because of the longevity of the relationship. For me, I have guy friends where I do not find them sexually attractive. Maybe they do to me and stuff like that, but then I feel platonic relationships can stay. I had like certain situations where people like, I fucked my guy best friend. That is not your guy best friend. That's just someone you were holding back until the relationship didn't work out. They were on standby. For me, I've never fucked my guy best friend.
Yes.
Because we knew at the end of the day, you're still my friend, you're still my backup. You're like a sister, you're as well as like a brother. It's in where if I got into a fight or things weren't working out, I would have to climb into his bed. I don't feel that friendship should be bounded by if push comes to shove, you should be my second option. I think how people are just using phrases to try to make things correct in their actions, so consequences don't have to fall after.
I get they're saying they're being friendly.
Friends are being friendly. It is
they are helping each other.
It's not helping each other.
You guys say you help each other.
It is not helping.
It's not helping each other.
It is not helping. If I go to my bro, let's just because it's been you're not.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you're not a Christian like me and you don't believe in sex before marriage, because we do not believe in sex before marriage. You only have sex after marriage, and that's the only thing that happens. It only happens in that manner. Only have sex after marriage. But let's say I wasn't a Christian. There's a phrase mokasi to you know what that means. Hey, I'm salty. Hey, I'm dry. Like a scourse.
Hydrate yourself.
I need to get hydrated. My friend looks very my female bestie.
Moist.
She looks very moist.
Very moist, no?
She'd be very tasty.
Very-
She would help
very-
my, you know,
She will
she
lose
would
that whole
quench
situation.
my thirst.
Yeah.
And I tell her, Guti, Joe, we are friends, but
Help me out.
help me out.
Help a
Is
brother
that wrong? Our
I
friends help each other. They
feel-
borrow each other money.
I feel for
they
me.
borrow each other girls. Some guys borrow each other girls.
I feel for,
Majida
like,
Aski's constantly file. But
For
anyway.
me, if it's like, for me, sexual intimacy should be in terms of connection, growing with a person. How am I growing with you after that? And then where's the friendship at? Where's the friendship at? Because
so
for
to
me,
you,
now with-
sex is a connect is a
Yeah,
spiritual
it's
thing.
it's
in
a
way.
connection. Hence, when it comes to Christianity or any type of religion, it says with a man, with a wife and a husband.
Yes.
You growing with that person. There's something to come. There is an end game. Why am I fucking you and feel holy at the end of the day we can still be friends? I feel like that's still that tie that you have around you guys.
Yes.
That is not helping the friendship grow. Friendships have to tend to grow.
Yes.
Y'all know what if we finish fucking and stuff like how are we going in terms of the friendship? Is it a friendship now? Should we try to date? Should we try to be in a relationship? Should we pursue something else? I don't know. I kind of feel like it leads to more question marks in the friendship for me. I don't know why people do it. I don't get it, but they do it. It's their life. Yeah, I don't judge, but what's the end game?
What's your thought on casual sex?
Casual sex you can have if maybe you both know at the end of the day nothing is going to come at it, but then there's bound to be one that will have, you know, type of feelings. Hence the
It will
sex
always
is
happen.
bound for a wife and it will lead
Most
to,
probably.
yeah, one.
Heavy is it
one or the
it looks
other.
like that. It's the trend.
I kind of feel trends nowadays are leading to people losing themselves. You know, like what's your value? What's your body count? What's your this? What's your that?
Yeah.
For me, if you need a trend to try to fit in or try to be in and fucking all your male friends, that's your life, man. It's your body. Your decisions don't affect me. But then the question is, what is the end game about fucking your guy best friend?
I think
What is
that's
it
the
leading
problem. There's a difference between a thought and a belief. So I'm now conflicted between thoughts and beliefs. Like if you ask me the same question I just asked you now, it would be a challenging thing to answer. The answer to the question initially for me is my belief, which states that men, literally as people, we're just supposed to have one sexual partner upon the course of the rest of our lives, or rather we should have one romantic and partnership that has sexual exclusivity to that one partnership, male and female, husband and wife.
Yeah.
So now when we come to casual sex and it's a norm, and we use phrases like, how will you know how it feels like if you don't experiment? How will you know the experiences if you don't actually go through them? Would you become... it seems like females prefer more experienced guys, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's all about that, you know. But then on top of it, I'm saying words like making it too casual is exactly what detaches it. So when we use words like fucking, and when you think of fucking, you literally think of, you know, when you talk about that word, you are thinking of casual sex. But when you talk about making love, you are thinking of a romantic encounter. I don't know.
I kind of feel like I said, we use different words to justify different things. I think
Would you agree to that,
fucking is about justifying. At the end of the day, I do not have any emotional attachments. There's nothing romantic or long that's going to come from this. I think that's why people are lying. And then because there was a situation with my friend, she would have a casual hookups with this guy, right? At the end of the day, it led to her getting into a relationship. Now the guy felt feelings, emotions were coming into play. Because for me to say, like you said, as a Christian, it's about sex with a specific person. I think it also lies within this terms of, am I doing it because I need to, or am I doing it because I have to break my virginity because I need to get experience. I need to get this. But then at the end of the day, I feel like people justify things because of using a specific word. Fucking, I will not end up getting feelings, but then you end up because that is something that's supposed to come with a specific person, someone you want to grow a life with and stuff like that, which like also comes with the ethics part of it. Is it ethical for me to say, okay, fine, there was just fuck buddies, if she falls in love with me, no. At the end of the day, sexual intimacy will lead to certain hormones being given out that leads to emotions coming into play. So do not get overwhelmed if a girl says she loves you after you fucked her, or if a guy says so.
Especially if you do it good.
That means the emotions that came out as our body produces says we had sex, your body would go withdrawn to loving that specific person. Hence, they say it should be reserved for a man and a woman, and it will strengthen the bond.
I agree fully. It's definitely, I'm an advocate of that. I'm an advocate of only having sex after marriage. No sex before marriage. I'm an advocate for it. I have thoughts, but that's my belief.
I kind of feel like we all have opinions. How you live your life, how I live my life should not come into play, but that's my opinion.
Let me elaborate further, right? So, in the same breath where you're coming from, I think people undermine the bond and the intimacy that sex is meant to achieve. It has become too accessible. It has become too normalized. People even do it on the streets. People find it on the internet. It's just easy access.
Stuff like that.
And I think that thing of feelings, as we're talking about, when you busy having casual sex with someone and they're your fuck buddy or whatever, and you get and that it literally leads to the same thing all the time, is being emotionally connected to that person somehow. It shows that somehow sex is meant to be a bond between people, and soul ties are real.
Yes, hence the soul ties are real. A man and a wife. I feel like nowadays, because I remember having a conversation with my grandma. She says a lot of kids are losing their virginity, and a lot of kids are having kids when they're kids. It leads to now, what is marriage in the 21st century? Because marriage back then, you had sex with your husband or your wife, you had kids. Now you've copanel with random this. It takes away to the point of
the whole intention of what marriage was. What
marriage was supposed to be a soul bound between a wife and a husband, not a man and a wife. That's just man and a wife, just you and me. But then if I'm married to someone, that's my wife or my husband and stuff like that. For me, I feel like sex should be something you keep sacred. Your body should be something you keep sacred. You cannot be given out to random people. You don't know you don't know people. You don't know juju that they're bringing. They could bring juju to your kid. How means groove.
Exactly.
You're pregnant.
Bro.
Like STIs.
You must be smashing a tokoloshi there, just wearing makeup.
Yeah, like for me, I kind of feel
see her when she, in the morning, when she takes off her makeup.
Yeah.
You are smashing a tokolosh.
But then here's the thing, like with the makeup thing, here's the thing. If guys are still stupid to not see if a girl's wearing makeup, that's on you.
Say it again.
If you, as a guy, you don't see homogelos and say makeup, that is on you. Years and years of people put on makeup. How are you not seeing the difference?
No. Okay, so are you indirectly saying that guys should stop going for girls?
No, I feel makeup? If you see a girl with makeup, just try to know her. It may not be her face. Just prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Because for me, if I give her no, I know it's probably not her face. Or her skin tone.
Yes.
Prepare yourself.
Do you wear makeup?
I don't wear makeup. I don't.
Why don't you wear makeup?
I don't like touching my face. I'm not like getting like that. It's too much excessive shopping and money to be putting on. And what you see is what you get. If you don't like it, I don't care, man. If you I'm content with myself. Because I remember a girl needs makeup inside to the whole
I hate makeup, by the way.
I don't like makeup.
I'm sorry. Ladies, I'm not a big fan. maybe
As a
just a
girl.
puff, but if I see you wearing makeup, just know.
But then for me, like,
you're out of my league. Let's say it like that.
because you cannot afford to buy heroin. How do you feel?
No, it's not about affordability. It's about
Preference.
and it's preference mainly, but it's about the underlying things. Why are you wearing makeup?
For
You
me,
know,
I'm wearing makeup for
I
myself.
hear that argument, but why do you not wear makeup when you're inside the house? You're wearing makeup to go out.
Is art covered by only the view of my confinements? No, art has to be seen by everyone. I view makeup as a form of artistry that girls take. So why would I have an art piece to be seen by 2 or 3 people? Let the
Yes,
world
but art should be both, right? It should be for me and for other people.
see. So there's some
But
girls
now,
that wear
when
makeup
you
inside.
don't wear make, but the percentage is quite low.
Hence, I say it goes with whoever you are with. Maybe
Ja,
they wear
ja,
makeup
ja.
inside, maybe they wear makeup outside. But at the end of the day, I see makeup as a girl as artistry. It's a form of art,
An expression.
and it's a form of art. It's a form of expression. But to say my girl should not put on makeup, it's like me saying I need a short guy. How are we going to work that out? If it's so like I do it for me, you do what you do for you. If you don't like it, you can move. Don't try to change me. I feel like that's too much of like control.
I hear you very well, but I mean, it feels semi-hypocritical because women expect so much from guys in their natural sense. They expect them to be a certain height. They are attracted to certain looks and they bash and shun certain looks. You can be honest with yourself. There's a level of ugly you won't date or you won't be attracted to. You.
Oh yeah, no,
You.
because here's the thing. I have to tolerate your face.
A preference.
I have to tolerate your face. I cannot be with someone and keep with the whole no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get you want to when you are in the room, you don't want to switch off the lights. You don't want to have to switch off the lights. You want to see properly. Is that the reason?
No, for me, if it comes to my preferences in terms of his looks, I have to tolerate your face.
Okay.
Your face has to be
Height is
tolerable.
important.
Height is not important.
Okay.
Height
No,
is
it
not-
is important. Are you gonna date somebody who's half your size, your height? Would you date a midget?
How can I say I've dated guys shorter than me? Height for me is not. a
I'm
problem.
sure he reached,
And it's not because
I'm sure he
I'm-
reached at your eye, but he definitely
Yeah,
did not
Marie
reach at your
Gape,
chest.
he was short.
Did he reach your chest?
I've never met a short guy that has approached me, but if they would and I could, why not? But then, short guy, why not? I can only height as an issue, honestly. To be honest,
So I wanna close.
I don't see what height adds. What does it add?
I wanna close this conversation, right? And you are right. You have valid points on soul ties, on sex, on friends. I'm saying my argument is if you can see that sex, when you have sex with one person, you guys connect and bond. And I keep hearing this all the time. So many people, some of my former mentees and some of my current mentees and other people I talk to, everyone says this, that somehow we got attracted, we got attached, I got attached. Clearly this thing is a bond thing. So stop playing this sex game. Hey, be careful, man. What are you doing? Be careful. I mean, if God is telling you, bro, focus on one hand. When do you think you're smart enough to override God? You know? So my recommendation, stick to one partner. I don't want to say too much because my life is also interesting in that area. I'm not gonna say too much. Anyway, there's something else I want to talk about in the same breath. I hope I remember it. Come on, bro. Come on. I've the greatest mind in the world. Come on. My brain is the most functional. Why am I not remembering what I wanted to say? But it was in the same line. Okay. So now, how do you maintain your relationship? You spoke about spicy things. What are these spicy things? You guys bring cinnamon. This one must bring
it's
pepper,
like
and then you bring spices.
things that would make the norm of being comfortable, like bring something into the relationship, so bring some type of excitement. Like, you know, when you first start to date, it's the honeymoon stage and stuff like that. Spice ups, like, you know, because you cannot be in the
Make
same...
an example. Some of us, we don't know. They ask us questions like, are you romantic or not? So sometimes I don't know if I'm romantic or not. And what do you guys expect?
In terms of romance.
And I'm asking you guys as well. What do you guys define as romantic and spicing things up in relationships? Please tell us in the comment section.
Spicing things, I think it's like finding new things you love about each other. Finding new things you don't like about each other. Like constantly getting to know each other. For me, in my relationship with him, I didn't give him like the first get-go who I was. I wanted him to discover.
How do you gatekeep yourself?
You don't gatekeep. I feel like for me, in order to be vulnerable towards you, I have to trust you first. I cannot trust you 2 weeks within dating.
Oh,
because there's certain things where I still want to say, but then do I want to say it now? Do I feel comfortable with you? Within the 2 weeks of dating, you know. So gradually, as time goes, there's trust, there's a intimacy, emotional intimacy. I could talk to him about. I know he can handle my thing because he has emotional intelligence. He doesn't brush up my things. He listens, gives me ideas, we work it out together. Hence I say you cannot be
like a good partner
in a relationship where one is not emotionally intelligent. You say something, they just brush it off. It's like your feelings don't, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for me,
genuinely...
spicing is not like in terms of only the sexual things, but it's in terms of other things you could do. Go out, you know.
Go bowling for a change.
Go bowling.
Why are you watching movies every day? You're watching a movie.
Walk.
You're watching a Netflix every single day.
Yeah.
You're watching a Netflix.
Netflix and chill.
You're always Netflix and chilling. Moses, go out, discover new things now. Okay.
And as well, when it comes to the romantic aspect, I don't think it's only for the guy. I think if you genuinely care for the person, you as a girl could also try.
Sleepers.
Why? No, you could do like acts of service. Maybe you know he likes something, you could buy it for him, like a book.
Make him breakfast like in bed.
But no, I don't do wifely duties on a girlfriend title. My grandma told me, well, no.
Hey.
No. Why am I cooking for you?
Don't tell me one of those ones.
Hey. My grandmother said, only girlfriend. No.
Let me educate you.
I have standards. My standard is if I have to be wifey, you will make me wifey.
I will educate you.
Because if I'm acting as if I'm your wife, are you acting as my husband? Are you taking care of everything? Here's the thing. You want me to act a certain way, but you do not want to act a certain way. I'm not saying but you're expecting me to do the things my grandma did for her husband. And I'm your girlfriend. And you're not doing the things my grandfather did for his wife.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
No,
that one is a good argument. Do you want to give a shout out to your good guy, your good partner? If you want, do you think he'll be comfortable or not yet?
It's not unkissed. I'm not comfortable.
Okay. You know? So in other words, you are indicating, Ipeleng's partner, it's time to put a ring on it because, she'll do more. Is that what you are saying to him?
I think
so. You're gonna get married next year.
With certain titles, it comes with certain responsibilities and stuff like that. Hence, I said, if you want this, you cannot. With my grandma. For me, it's like that. I will not be cooking. No.
Me, sometimes I disagree because the scripture, as you guys can see it now, says, "He who finds a wife, finds a good thing."
Yes, he who
then
finds
how will I know
a wife
is
and it makes her the wife, not he who finds a wife.
No.
Or girlfriend, or was it? No. I'm sorry. I feel like
wait, what's your interpretation of the scripture?
For me, I get worried if he finds a wife.
Finds a good
fine.
thing.
You found someone you can make a wife. Why is it taking your time to make me your wife? I cannot be doing wifely duties on a girlfriend title, as you cannot be doing husband duties on a boyfriend title. I feel like that this is where we get into, no, he's my boyfriend, supposed to give me cash. Nah. How are you supposing me while I'm under the roof of my mother and my father, providing for me? You're not my husband in order for you to do that. See? So this is where I'm sticking. I'm a girlfriend, not your wife, babe. Not doing those things. Mama Hoten, she cooks for you. You're not. I'm not cooking for you. Never. dilo tsa khale, and I'm just modernizing it because I have to change my lingo for you to understand. That is how it is.
I think today a lot of girls are expecting guys to be the full package. You expect the guy to do the most, but we're not almost biggie by biggie. If a guy were to give you biggie by biggie, you would not be satisfied.
Question: what is biggie by biggie, and what am I?
Oh, I can't right now. I'm tasty, sir. I as I get comfortable, go and get tasty, sir. Go tasty, sir. Personality, I'm giving you a little bit of a taste of my mind. If you're intimate, I'm giving you a taste of the potential that can come from it. Do you date what? Okay. Do you date the person for who they are or for who they are going to be?
I date the person for who they are because I see what they're going to be, the greatness in them.
Diplomatic answer.
Yes.
Hey, they are diplomatic.
But then for me here, like, this is not a question. Yeah. What is the full package? What does a guy possess for him to be a full package? I don't.
Wow. That's actually.
I don't get it.
You're
because
opening up a good argument.
You're living in your mom's house. You're taking care of. He's also living in his mom's house. He's also taking care. Where do you expect him to be getting the money? I'm not saying it's wrong. You know, sometimes you want to spoil your girl, but then is it an obligation? I take care of myself. I trade. I don't need cash from him.
Oh, you are a Forex trader.
Yes, but here's the thing. I don't understand. And as well as guys, you also want the full package. You gotta give me some.
So like what are we saying?
I kind of feel expectations vary with who you're dating. For me, before I started dating, there was contractual agreements that this is what I'm doing. This is what you're gonna get. Don't expect anything else.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you think is the highest ultimate caricature or caricature and the expectancy, the highest level of a female, of a woman? What is her peak?
To what?
I'm not sure how am I going to ask this question in a way that is. What are the things that a lady at the highest standard should provide?
I think this is where we talk about this high value, low value man and woman stuff.
Let's start with the woman.
Ladies first. Taken to the words of my grandma, she said, "Banyana baya no baisa dilo tse basadi ba detsang ga ba itse go embrace busadi." As banna ba shimane baya no baisa dilo tse banna ba detsang, but they don't know how to embrace being a man.
What does that mean?
Meaning, for you to be a man, like let's say like you with your friends, right? Fine, you fucked mang, you're in the same mood. The moment, because this is the same example I'm feeling on. So the moment your guys I fucked her, I did this. As a man, you're supposed to be providing security not only to the females around your circle, but then outside. So to your friends, you made her the most clearest, most easiest target. You took away and stripped away of her security. Taken to the point of, why are you fucking someone you don't want to? Because a wife and a husband, I'm supposed to protect you. I'm supposed to take care of you. Hence, it is shit. You're taking away that thing. A man has to provide security not only to the woman around his circle, but as well as to outside.
Okay, I like
that's the thing. Boys are doing what men, but they're not being.
They're not taking accountability.
And as well as females, fine.
They want the title of man,
but then they're
not taking the accountability.
Yes.
Of being a man,
pretty much. And as well as
level up, boys.
And as well as
level up, boys.
A female, she wants to say, fine, being a female, I'm supposed to give you a kid, but then are you embracing the whole thing of, for me to be a woman, as well as to provide peace for my husband. I cannot go shout their phone.
I want you to elaborate on that.
Because
we'll move on to the guys. What should a woman bring to the table?
I don't.
What is the highest level of that?
See, now we valuing.
Okay,
roles.
What are the fundamentals?
The fundamentals of.
If you feel like it's not role oriented, then that's fine.
Because for me, I wouldn't say I'm a woman.
Do you expect a woman okay.
I'm a
No,
girl.
so I'll get to
but
that.
then it's words spoken from a woman who is my grandma.
Okay.
She said, you know, we are Jola 99. Basadi wa fonela this or this that way a man will try not to go back home.
Oh, yeah.
And as well as a man, you have to be the peace for your wife and as well for your husband. I shouldn't,
so
when I have to think about going home, going to the pub, going to my friends, or my mistress, because you're home, you're supposed to give me peace. You're supposed to take all my problems, not take all my problems, I vent out, but then help me get through them. I think that's where the whole of being a woman and embracing what women should do, and as well as a husband. Security as a man, not only to the females around you, but as well as to outside. So this whole thing, what are the fundamentals of being a woman? Being a woman back then's changed to being a woman now. Now I need a degree. I need to be working. I need to be this.
Why?
Expectations that society implies to you say
Who
now
asked you to do that?
education is given
Who
to
asked you to do that?
Nobody asked me, because society now dictates that because women can now go to school, she has to have a degree. Why are you not having a degree?
But
hence,
understand
that
doing that, yes.
Hence, because apparently now, if she did a certain degree, her value goes up.
Okay.
Society, hence,
your
why
price
no? So
increases.
back then is different. Because
Yes.
if you're uneducated now, your value is class. Inside to the point where degree, because you're not having the intellectual capacity to even hold a house, a home.
I hear you. Interesting. What are the fundamentals
I don't know what
required
the fundamentals are.
to be a woman?
I don't know what the fundamentals are. I know, so I don't think you also know the fundamentals of being a man.
I think I do.
What are those fundamentals?
No, but now I want to hit back from where you came from. Okay, let me tell you the fundamentals. From my understanding, I mostly stay with my mother. She's older than me. She's my parent.
Yeah.
But my age is that of being a man. I have the capability of being a father.
Don't do that.
I do. I've had this capability for a long time now. For years. I hope you get the
Yeah, I know.
get the euphemism.
Me too. I also have the capabilities of being a mother.
Exactly.
But then
Let me
am I
extend.
there? No.
Okay, look. I am expected.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm funded to, go to school and stuff, to provide on a financial level,
Yes.
on a resourceful level,
Yes.
or a resources level. I'm expected when we hear people running in the yard. My mother is not the one who wakes up and walks outside. It has to be me. So I'm the protector
Pretty much so.
of the household. Right? I'm expected to make wise decisions, to
What are
make
wise
smart.
decisions?
So if my mother's not there, or even if she is, sometimes she asks me for advice. She'll be like, there's someone who gave a proposition, they want to open a shop at our house. What do you think about it? So I'm supposed to, in a way, give wise decisions, or
Is
intellectual.
it you as a person having the intelligence to answer a question, or you as a man having to answer the question?
It's both, because I need to think on how will these affect the first 2 points of protection and provision. I need to be cognizant of how these decisions will weaken or strengthen me in this regard, because we don't want me to now accept that shop being open at my home. Then there's a possibility of 10 guys ganging up on us in the home and doing something, stealing, raping, whatever.
Okay.
So you need to have like judgment,
I think that judgment is also imposed as your mother. As fine, you are a man, but as a mother, she also has to make a decision. Is it good for my child? Would he also be in a safe space?
She
That's
gauges.
why I said, yeah, because for me, if Nkolaka utlo penta, she would okay, kitlo penta, utlo tanta tuna, so na liso. I think it's in terms of not being a male or female. I think it's in terms of I don't want to bring someone who can hurt my kid or my grandkids. I don't think it's a male perspective to say certain decisions fine. But then now women have to be so much of the protectors where they have to now make bigger decisions. Now, this is the questions where I had. So the fundamentals of a man, they were written by society by men. Because men thought that they had to. So now they impose fundamentals of a woman on us. Here's the thing. What are my fundamentals? Because nobody gave me the manual when I came out to tell you this is what you're supposed to do.
It can be.
Did they give you a manual too? On how
I
to
know
be a
the
man?
manual. I don't know. It's like it came inherent or I can see it.
No, I
That was
cannot.
not really
No,
taught.
here's the
If I'm
thing.
being honest.
Yeah.
I had to learn.
This is where I'm going back to what woman was then to what woman is now, what my grandmother said. What manual tells me that she's the woman that I'm supposed to embrace? Nobody's, because they weren't also given a manual. We're living by words of people back then that told you, when you're supposed, okay, fine, you're supposed to provide. It's hard for you to provide in this high inflation economy. So hence a wife now has to provide as well. Do you now say decisions should be levered out, not according to a man and a wife, according to people that have to sustain a household?
So you are in Johannesburg and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And you are with your partner, your lovely partner.
Yes.
I know your partner, so it's a hard example to ask, but I'm just going to ask it either way. And you see people running your direction.
Mm-hmm.
You are definitely going to hide behind him. True or not?
Hiding.
Would you just shield yourself with him?
Well, for me,
Just be honest. No need to be.
I am being honest.
Okay.
For me,
Yes.
a girl
Yes.
in this fucked up society, when niggas feel like touching a girl, it's their God-given right. Here's the thing: my cousins, they brought me a taser. Pepper spray. Not to say
People are running, they're coming. There's no time
no. Here's just the thing.
Okay.
I'm a female born in a society where rape culture is now a norm, where rape numbers have gotten high, where the police don't even give a fuck. You assaulted, you were raped, I cannot now lead my protection onto him. I have to, as well as to protect myself.
So you would just stand.
No, I will not stand.
But you'll get behind him.
No.
Yes.
No. Ooh,
Yes, you would.
Thuli.
Then I have a follow-up question after
Thuli,
that.
listen. How am I supposed to put his life in danger? Well,
No, you're not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know about Tipa. How many people have tried to play hero and their lives have ended?
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Hence I say, you as a guy, you don't understand the fears nowadays. They say rank, they're touching you. Like you see how many times you go Joburg where I felt violated. Or and some random guy like space. I had to take my protection. Nobody helped me. I had to help myself. Did I have to? Niggas were out there. Oh, protect us. Oh, men. They didn't help me. I had to help myself. So the security, my security is based on me and what I see. Hence I say, because I want to get pepper spray, taser. I have that thing, Joburg, anywhere I don't feel safe. I have that thing, long sleeves. I have everything to protect my. Because when I needed help, the men were there, but they weren't protecting. So what I now say, I trust my guy to do it. Yes, I know his level of wanting to protect me. Hence I say, men embrace the title, but they don't embrace the role. They can't. So you protect the woman close to you. Fine, I will allow, but I will not as well put him down.
Okay, I'll get back to that. To this, because it's also another topic in a way. Let me just double check the sound. Okay, because this thing was a bit lost. Okay, if the same scenario, 2 a.m., Joburg, kinda dark, people are running towards you guys, couple, you and your partner, nearly said his name, glad I didn't. Then, he starts to stand behind you, how would your reaction be? It's like
my reaction. Pepper spray, I'm loud, taser.
there is no time. You're
There is
about to turn
time.
the corner.
There
These
is
guys,
time.
is she practical?
I'm practical. Understand? I always have it on me. I'm always on guard.
You put it in here.
Yeah, because that's why I wear long sleeves all
You
the
have
time.
it now.
I don't have it on me
Whoa.
now.
Hey, I was like,
Because,
hey, you're
you know,
strong, eh?
Kagiso, there's...
So mo Kagiso go na le Kagiso.
Yeah, there's like...
Community ya Kagiso.
No, like there's a
Apparently.
level of safety compared to Joburg. Joburg, I'm
Okay.
always on guard. It's always... Because
What would your
having those
reaction?
experiences happen to me...
Let's say you didn't have
I'm
it.
always on... If I didn't have it...
Yes, what would your reaction be to him,
Mentally
about him?
prepare yourself for things to come. Rape could come, sexual assault. Because they could overpower him and also lead on to me. How many males have been overpowered while they had to see their girls being raped? He's only one, there's multiple of them. Mental preparation, they're going to rape me. They're going to hold him back. They're going to rape me. So hence I say my security should not be bounded onto him, but as well as myself. I know the society I live in, I know on the hell that has broken loose when women are raped in front of their partners, when wives are raped. How many stories of women says, fine, they came in, took him, and they constantly raped me for hours. A lot. So why should I not bound my safety only onto him? Because there's multiple, there's one of him. And we don't know how they have weapons. Or by the time mentally, I have to take care of myself.
Okay.
In that situation, I knew at the end of the day, there's going to be a scenario where, okay, fine, maybe he could overpower them. Let's just say, he's Superman. But then he's not. It's multiple. I'm going to be raped at the end of the day.
Are you then presuming that the best model for
be prepared rather than not be prepared. Have something to prepare yourself then to walk around in a dangerous place. You know Joburg is dangerous. And go around nonchalantly like everything's nah.
So are you saying that what we should be looking onto from now onwards is maybe a role-less society?
Yes, more of a humanitarian society where I'm supposed to be protecting everyone. Even if I'm a girl, I would also protect another girl.
I get it. No, I hear you. So now, in other words, guys and girls should share roles of being the protector.
I don't think
so. It doesn't matter now. It's not a guy or a girl who protects.
I don't think it's sharing a role. I think it's a matter of surviving what will come. You as a guy, you could get stabbed. As a girl, I could get stabbed and raped or killed. I cannot say my protection lies on my brother. They don't walk around where I walk. They're not with me all the time. The role of protecting oneself is me. Because you're not always with me. I cannot go with my cousins. No. I'm always, sometimes I'm alone. I need to say, fine, Ipeleng, long sleeve, things are on, we good.
So at this point, it doesn't, idealistically, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or not. We should all be equipped.
I think everyone should be equipped. As a guy, how many guys have gotten robbed by multiple? You need to have something that protects you. Because they will kill you for phone you didn't help it. Honestly. I don't think the role of protect should lie on a male, or I think it should rely on yourself.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting discussion.
Pretty much.
We didn't even get into who you are. I don't know. Should we go quickly?
Yeah.
Who are you? What have you done? Do you have any qualifications? What are you busy with?
I have a BCom in Quantitative Accounting.
Just get
BCom in Quantitative Accounting at UP. What I'm currently busy with...
University of Pretoria.
Yes. What I'm currently busy with,
It was nice, in Pretoria.
It was woke. It got boring.
You know Pretoria?
I know Pretoria. It was nice,
Pretoria.
but I got bored of it, man. The people, they got too much.
Yeah, we spoke about this on WhatsApp, I remember. What was the course you were studying? What does it actually mean?
So BCom in Quantitative is another level of BCom in Quantitative Accounting Science.
Quantitative Accounting
Science. So
science,
it deals more with like maths, analyticals, like strategies and as well as statistics and stuff like that, you know, predicting and stuff, you know. You need people to tell you your mind is going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Which as well helps me in terms of my trading, because I apply what I've learned towards my trading strategies and stuff like that. But and as well on the side, I freelance as a virtual assistant.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
What's that?
So it's like virtual assistant is I would book appointments, sometimes, you know, manage their bookkeeping systems for like small companies virtually, then I'll send it out. There's like Zoom meetings and stuff like that.
Yes.
It pays well, but then like you need a qualification. I already got a certificate.
What qualification? One, two.
Virtual assistant at TypeWiz. It's a British company. You pay, they give you lessons, and then you apply. You know, you gotta hustle until we find the job that we went to school for.
Super dope. I think for now let's wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a wonderful one. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Hey, for a moment it was getting too feisty. What would you do? Would you, if you were a lady, would you definitely hide behind your partner? Your answer should be yes. I don't know why you are lying there. And
yes,
you are being diplomatic like her.
Yes,
but
yes.
As a lady, what would you say if your guy hid behind you in that scenario? Like, what would you do? What would you say? What would be your reaction? I hope you're not gonna be diplomatic. Just type in your answers and just tell us what you thought about the episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. Yes, thank you so much, Ipeleng. Closing question: what do you think? Since we based our conversation around, it seemed like around relationships, sorta.
Relationships, what a man and a woman should be. The safety
I'm not
of a
sure what
person
to say
relies
now.
on.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to
we spoke on every type of topic.
3 main points: the future of manhood, womanhood, or gender roles. South Africa. How is marriage looking like in the future since now?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to ask. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so with all that in place, what is the future looking like for marriage? What's the future of marriage in South Africa or in the world?
The future of marriage, South Africa is placed where on the amount of divorce? 7th place?
I'm not sure.
So
But that's scary.
For me, the future of marriage, I think it lies on a person or a couple, not on statistics. I think if you found the one and you know where you're going to go, I think it could lie on just that specific couple, not on what the world or what stats says, basically.
So at the end of the day, it's about two individuals deciding whether they're going through with this. Even though the stats are horrible, but at the end of the day, it's not about those majority stats.
Yeah.
But it's about what we
as a
want.
couple.
Yes.
Do you guys like each other? I think first liking each other needs. You know, I can love you, but do I like you?
You know, I have reservations for that word, the one. But I guess we'll talk about it
next
more.
time.
Thuli the King Connection podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was a very wonderful episode. Thank you for joining me, Ipeleng. I think we should have you back. Do you guys think we should have her back?
I think so. That was wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Please stay blessed. You know what to do, man. You know what to do. But subscribe at least if you have not subscribed. And share the video. Share the video to those group chats. Share it on Instagram. Share it wherever you can. Share it everywhere. Share the audio if you're listening on audio as well. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you. Love you very much. Sayonara.
Bye.